Okay, so I wanted to run you through the plan for today. Today I'm going to do these two other wheels. Excuse me, I can't speak. In the morning, I always have trouble speaking, like words like, it's almost like I have to get my vocal cords warmed up, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense, but um, so I did. Oh, also I'm messing around. I think I've decided I'm going to carry a jack. The thing is, when the top is down, you don't have a lot of space, but um, I'm messing around with these bungee cords that I hooked up to these tie down points that are there. I just like bungee cords, so like you don't have stuff kind of like flopping around. But um, I did want to say I'm actually glad that I got two flats or two screws on the passenger side on my trip because it's forced me to kind of learn. So I've ordered a patch kit, a tire patch kit from Amazon. So I'm gonna save that tire. I'm not gonna go to Discount Tire and get it fixed. I'm gonna try to do it myself because, why not? And then that way, I'm gonna carry my little compressor. Excuse me. I'm putting things together is what I'm saying. And and this is the other thing. This is the battery that I bought for the Beamer, but I wanted to show you what I'm used to because I haven't tried that out, so I don't know if that's good or not. This is what we carry in the Durango, and I think these are good to have just as a backup. And I really, if I would have put a little more thought into it, I would have borrowed my wife's. But then I wouldn't have been able. Then I wouldn't have met these four gentlemen at the Memorial Cemetery. So it all works out. That's what I think. So let's put that back in there correctly. Okay, so that's all I got for you so far. It's coming along good, I think. And I'm already thinking ahead with this executive transport thing, and I'm like, you know what? I've already got a gentleman that he's retired Army, and I think he would be perfect for the spotter, because I'm thinking the next vehicle after the main transport vehicle would be a spotting vehicle. So I'm just looking ahead, thinking ahead, probably touch base with him and then see how he feels about that. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna say yes. So he kind of like was made for it. He's that's the thing, is like we all come from different backgrounds, and I see that a lot of the military guys, they have a different mindset, and neither good nor bad, but I'm just saying, like, what you do overseas isn't necessarily going to be the best way to handle a situation here at home. So I love you, and I'll check back in. It's the same stuff as yesterday, so I'm going to do the front, take it off again, sand it, or first clean everything, get all the grease, everything off of it, sand it, then paint it, put it back on, and then do the rears, and then all four wheels will be done. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, look, no, I just wanted to share. When I was a child, we carried spares in the back seat, so that's why I do like two back seats. But here's my only point is Dom's car seat's coming, so I'll probably just I'll have Dom's car seat and then one spare tire. I think one spare is good, or you know what, maybe I won't. No, I think I will carry a spare. So especially if I get new wheels, I'll carry probably one of these as a backup. I don't know if I told you, but when I was a kid, we used to seatbelt our spare tires in the back. It was just just in case we have the two. I always felt safer having like a spare, at least one, if not two. So it's just funny how things come back to you. All right, I love you. Bye. All right, here we go. So I try to listen to my wife whenever I can. And I agree with her, because this is like our version of recycling. So I just used the tape that I had yesterday. Granted, I didn't have enough, because some of the tape, when I peeled it off, it just isn't reusable. But I'd say probably 75% of that tape on there is from yesterday. So, and this is what I used yesterday. This is what I'm using today on this side. They might, I don't remember if they might not match exactly, but I'm gonna touch them up in a few weeks, so I don't really think it matters that much. I mean, they're gonna be black, you know. It's an evolutionary process, really, is what it comes down to. Okay, yeah, this is different. Actually, it's going to be interesting because the new wheels are going to be, I don't know what type of black they are, so I'll probably have to match them anyway. And I won't know until those arrive. This does look good though. And actually doing both different types will let me see which one I like better. See? That's how I do it. All right, that's good for the first coat. I kind of like that off gray. Oh, this one, oh, these two I think are gonna look really, really good. Okay, I love you, bye. Okay, I might be in the minority here, but I'm so grateful for MagSafe because now I can have my Anchor battery charging my phone and I can use the lightning port for a headphone auxiliary jack. Granted, I have to have the adapter, but here's the thing, Apple, you didn't realize I don't want to have Bluetooth on all the time. You know, what if I just want to have my headphones plugged in without Bluetooth on? And actually yesterday, I almost dropped my phone, but I had my headphones plugged into it and then it didn't fall because it just tugged on my ear. So all I'm saying is I do like that aspect as well. All right, we're going last coat on this here. Just touching it up. Doesn't have to be perfect, because like I said, we're going to touch it up again in a couple weeks just to make sure it looks really good. Oops, I just noticed I wasn't even pointing at the rims. I'm looking at the tire, not at what you're looking at. All right, I think this is pretty good. I think this one came out really well. And I have about half left in the can. So I'm gonna call this, otherwise I will run out. And I won't be able to do 2 wheels, so. Actually, you know what? Let me scoot this over and let it dry. All right, so I'll give this I'll just come back out in a little bit and feel it. But I think it came out pretty good. You know, there, we'll see her again. Riley. Yeah, I love Riley. I got her at an older gentleman at Bolden Area Command dropped her off. Shout out to you, sir. I told myself that day, I was like, well, you know what? If no one takes her home, I'll take her home. And nobody wanted to take her home, so I took her home. No, I just wanted to show you this. So I know this isn't what a race ramp is for. I get it. And I understand these are like $300. But I like to do this just hypothetically. I don't think this jack will ever fail. But if it happened to, for whatever reason, fall over, the only thing it would do is probably gouge the race ramp. And I wouldn't even mention it to the company. I would just buy another set of ramps because I used it for a purpose it wasn't intended. And granted, maybe it saves my life is all I'm saying. No, so I have this wrench, but I can't seem to get in. So I think I just need a longer one to get in. There's one of these that's like down here. I'm not gonna I should have put the light on the phone, but, and let me see. I can't see it, but that's all I'm saying. And yes, I'm having a beer while I'm working. Don't worry, I'm still gonna get everything done. Let me show you where I'm at now. So I put this in the car. Actually, I do love Anchor products. I got my helmet. Some people say when you drive quickly in a drop top, you gotta have a helmet. So I brought my helmet. That's from a other thing I was doing earlier last year, I think. Okay, so here's the other tools I got. So I'm gonna test this out. I just bought this. I've never used this type of socket, but I'm optimistic. I have a breaker bar coming. I love these for sentimental reasons. I just feel like this is such a good tool. All right. And then the breaker bar is like a 24-inch. I feel like, when you go with the long breaker bars, you have to be really careful because you can over tighten stuff. So definitely with that, the longer the breaker bar, the more torque you're going to get. So please, that's what I say, to be careful. Because if you're the type of person that likes to over tighten things, then you probably shouldn't go with the 24-inch breaker bar. I would suggest probably like a 20-inch or like the 17-inch one. Because I feel like the 16, here's the problem with like a 16-inch breaker bar is if someone kind of goes too tight on these lug nuts, then it's kind of a bear to get those off. So I like to go 24-inch, but I've broken off so many bolts in the past. I can't even count how many bolts I've broken off. So after you break off like a dozen bolts and you're like, oh shit. Now I would say like I almost err on the side of under tightening it. Not really. I think on most wheels, 100 pounds is plenty. 100 pounds of foot-pounds of torque. I think that's it really is. I don't think 100 foot-pounds is gonna, and that's not a recommendation. You do whatever you want, but that's what I've done for like 2+ decades. So, okay, that's all I got for now. And then I'll probably come back to you when both of the wheels are done. Because I don't really feel like I need to. I mean, this is the same thing I did yesterday. Today, I do think On Track says that I have wheels coming, but I mean, I don't know what happened with that because, my credit card said that, they weren't sure if it was me. And I was like, well, yeah, no, that was me. I bought these. They were on sale. They were 56% off, and then I'll wait. When I get a little bit more money, I'll wait, and then I'll get the fronts. And that's okay. They're not going to match for now, but I mean, they'll be close enough, and I'm not going to push the car hard for right now. So I appreciate having the wider rubber in the rears, even though I am not necessarily at the moment going to go too aggressive with driving. So for now, I'll just have a staggered look, which is okay. It's like what like the youngsters like to say. People say, why is this guy only buying 2 wheels? He should have bought 4. A car needs 4 wheels. Why is he only buying 2? And I'm like, well, I'm a baller on a budget, okay? I got to do things in stages. Okay, first I buy these 2 wheels because they're on sale. I run these. Maybe when I get a little bit more money, I get the fronts. I just do it gradually. I don't have to, and it would have been, so I already have plans. The suspension I found, I was just looking, I was researching. I think I found a pretty good kit. I do like to do coilovers, but I don't want, well, here's the thing. I think down the road, obviously, like I saw some Olin shocks. Dude, $2,500 forgive me for I don't know all the terms, but I mean, it would have been 10 G's for just suspension. I'm like, wow, that's so awesome though. That really is. Let's see the other things. I saw, I might pick up because there was a kit on sale. I forget what the brand, but it was the 2 front rotors with the 4 pads, and it was only like $60. So I might snatch that up too. I also looked up, excuse me, I forget what brand it was, but no, I think, I'm also looking for exhaust, but that's not really a big deal. That's just something I do for myself because I enjoy that. So I do shout out to, look, that's the only thing that's the only thing I appreciate all the time. So that's what we got there as well. On the Durango, that's the only modification on the Durango, I feel like. Oh, you know what I would do, actually, if I was thinking about it? I would upgrade the the brake fluid. And maybe the pads, and that's about it. I think Durango actually runs really, really, really well. Exactly how it is. Okay, I'm going to stop. It's almost 10 minutes. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye.